Hey, this is Jordan from the WVHTA, and I'm joined with our WVHGA Vice Chair and from the Bavarian Inn, Christian Asam. Thanks for joining us, Christian.
Absolutely. Good to be here. Thank you.
One of the things we wanted to do at the WVHTA is just kind of put some faces with names and talk to our members about what's been going on during the pandemic, how reopening is going, and some of the benefits about being a WVHTA member. So I just wanted to just turn it over to Christian. Thanks for joining us, and tell us a little bit about yourself and the Bavarian Inn in Shepherdstown.
So I'm actually sitting outside here on our 11-acre property here in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. So we're far away in the Eastern Panhandle over here. We've had the Bavarian Inn in our family since 1977, and we call ourselves a European-inspired boutique resort. So several different dining options, 72 hotel rooms, an infinity edge swimming pool, and we just recently added a microbrewery to our property too. So we're also making our own beer. So exciting things happening over here in Shepherdstown.
Yeah, it's a great place. We enjoyed our visit there last year, and obviously it's super cool that you guys added that new brewery and creating your own beer. So how's that been going?
It's been going great. It really, we made the decision about 5 years ago that we needed to become a little bit more resort-like. I think our property for many years focused on the fine dining and the romantic getaways, but we figured that the new traveler wanted more adventure. They wanted things to do. So we added amenities to our property like the pool and like the brewery to get people to stay a little bit longer, and also introduce the new generation to come to our inn as well. And we feel it's starting to work.
Yeah, that's great. You kind of talked about family, and your family has been involved with the WVHTA for a long time. Why is the Bavarian Inn members of our association and involved with the WVHTA?
Well, I think there's several reasons. Number one is, and I can't speak highly enough, the camaraderie of getting to be with other members of hospitality in the state, getting together for whether it be receptions or meetings, things like that, to brainstorm about how we can all do things a little bit better. The second reason is really, I think they say here in Shepherdstown, we're closer to 5 other state capitals than our own. So having the connection to the state capital in Charleston, to have people that are there fighting for us for the things that we need, that's absolutely key. The lobbying work that WVHTA can do on our behalf and behalf of the industry as a whole is really critical and helpful. Over the years, all the help they've been able to do with the brunch bill to change the laws for that, other ABCA reforms we've done, which quite honestly, WHGA helped us to get this brewery built. Without their help, we wouldn't have been able to do that either.
Yeah, that's great. Kind of speaking on expanding your business, the elephant in the room, I think for everybody, is reopening and the COVID-19 pandemic. How has the Bavarian Inn been impacted during this time?
Well, we closed a little early, probably about a week before the governor mandated it, and we were closed for a total of about 9 weeks. We have now been reopened in the hotel and the restaurant for just over 3 weeks, and the business is coming back pretty well. We are, as I said before, we're blessed to be on 11 acres of grounds. I'm kind of sitting out here right now, so we can social distance very easily. We have a very large outdoor dining area, and the weather, thank goodness, has been almost perfect for the last week and a half, so people have been outside. And then our dining rooms, I mean, we typically have 3 different dining spaces that can seat about 300 people. So we've taken half the tables out of all of those, and we can really social distance our guests. So food and beverages return quickly. The hotels returned a little bit slower. We did just open our pool this last weekend, and I think now that people are getting a little more comfortable traveling, I think the hotel will pick up soon. But yeah, the hotel's lagging a little bit behind food and beverage, but I think it's all going to come back pretty strongly.
Yeah, what do you think the hardest part was being closed during this time and just reopening through the pandemic?
Well, personally, it was very difficult. I mean, we were really experiencing our best first quarter we've had in a long time. We opened that brewery and we were chugging along nicely. And then the COVID crisis came in and really put a hold on everything. So it was tough to really figure out what we were going to do with our team, to make sure that they were taken care of, to compensate them as best we could, to assist them in finding unemployment benefits until we could bring them back. And then I got to tell you, your daily emails with all the information on the PPP and other things that we were trying to figure out were incredibly helpful. I think those emails were fantastic, and we use those to try and figure out what we were going to do in the business. And quite honestly, I shared them with some of the other business people in town who found the information incredibly helpful.
Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, we've been working hard just to keep our members apprised of what's going on, not only on a state level, but a federal level as well. And I think that transitions nice to the next question is, you talk about the PPP. What government programs or what do you think can be done in the future to help the hospitality and tourism industry? Because as you know, they've been hit quite honestly, the hardest through all this.
Sure. I mean, you all were very helpful with getting us in touch with our senators, the U.S. senators, and we were able, through your help, to tell them the need to change this PPP program. I mean, the 8 weeks to spend the money didn't work, especially when we were only open 1 week of those 8. So getting it changed to where we are now, I mean, quite frankly, I wish it could have been changed faster. That would have really helped us, but it is going to be quite useful going forward to be able to get some of that labor, I call it free or just to benefit us in our labor costs going through the summer. We're trying to bring back as many employees as we can. We want to help them and their families, but so that extension really helped us.
Yeah, I think a lot of our members, if they didn't take advantage, they definitely explored a lot of the programs that the SBA had available, and we were lucky enough to have some conference calls with not only our U.S. senators, but with our congressmen and women and some SBA representatives that really helped. I kind of just dovetailing into the end of this, how can people find out more about the Bavarian Inn if they want to visit, if they want to come see what you guys got going on there? What's the best way to get a hold of you or make a reservation at this time?
Absolutely. If you look at our website is BavarianInnWV.com. We're also very active on Facebook and Instagram. So if you check out those three spots, you'll see some cool pictures, some posts, some specials that we're doing out there too. So we once again, we're on 11 acres. We think it's a great time to head back to West Virginia. We're about an hour and 15 minutes from DC and Baltimore. So that crowd is slowly returning. We're trying to open mostly to the local clientele for now. And we've been really trying to be careful with this whole thing, and we've really broadcast that with our guests as well as our team. We want everybody to feel safe coming back, so we're really not trying to open the floodgates to bring everybody out here yet. We're slowly and carefully and responsibly welcoming people back to West Virginia.
Sure, and I think that West Virginia is greatly poised for outdoor adventures and social distancing. So hopefully that will help naturally with our tourism industry moving forward.
I think so. Thank you, Jordan, for all your help. You guys have been great through all of this, and we look forward to continuing the communication line. Obviously, we're not through this yet. We got to figure out when are we getting all these weddings back? What about buffets? I mean, there's a lot of questions that are still out there. When's seating going to be back to normal? So I appreciate you guys keeping us abreast of what you're hearing both in Charleston and Washington.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, and that's a huge benefit of being a member. And we're glad our resources, and whether online or through emails, have been useful for you all. And thanks for joining us. This is our first go around, so hopefully we'll be doing this a little more with our current and new members. So thanks, Christian.
Thanks, Jordan. Say hey to everybody in Charleston. Take care.
Hey, take care.